NOC. A little bit of civilization. And start the day. See you guys up the trail, I guess. So today, coming out of the NOC, I've got about, I don't know, 6 or so miles uphill. Most of it so far has been kind of like this, following contours and slowly going up. I know that there's a couple of spots where we're going to be climbing, but so far trail today has been pretty nice. Rain has been intermittent. Kind of scattered. Not too bad, but it's keeping my raincoat on, which is kind of holding in some of the sweat. So I'm hoping it's gonna let up a little bit later this afternoon. I can take it off and kind of dry out a bit. Pretty day so far. That little cut way beyond the trees, you can see a little bit of like steam or smoke rising. That's where I started this morning. So I'm a couple miles in now. 3 something, 4 something. It's been a good walk and it has been all uphill. Taking a little bit of a break to kind of admire the surroundings. So here's something I really haven't talked about or shown yet. So as you walk, obviously, you come across these springs. Some of them are actually very beautiful. And this is where you get your water. So this water bottle here, is my dirty water bottle. Never drink from it. Only put dirty water in it. So what I do with this, it's kind of hard to do with one hand. I have a filter. It's a little, what they call a Sawyer squeeze filter. It just screws right on the end. Make sure this is tight. Now, once that's done, this is my clean water only bottle. There's nothing but clean water in here. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Maybe, I think I got it. Alright. So we take the filter off the cap. And I don't know if you can see this, but I squeeze the dirty water through the filter. The filtered water goes in my drinking bottle. And that's that. So, this is the second hill today. And I think we're getting towards the top. This hill, I have no idea what the incline is here. Probably 15-20 degrees. It almost feels like it'd be easier crawling up on my hands and knees. I'm laying that far forward. See what kind of view we have from the top. So I just climbed out of Locust Cove Gap. It's a little campsite or camp spot. I was going to spend the night there, but it's only 3. I figured Stecoah Gap is a couple of miles up here. I think I might try to stealth camp tonight. Kind of find myself a little cleared spot in the woods and set up my tent. Stecoah would be a great place because they've got a water source there. So we'll see how this works out. I did not like that campsite because there was a young girl sitting there. I walked up and I was like, where's water? And she goes, down the hill. I was like, oh, how far? And she said, well, it's depressingly far. So I walked down there, and I was depressed. But I got my water, which will get me a few more miles here. I absolutely needed some. Good day today. Beautiful weather. It rained this morning, and that was about it. Well, back to walking. I got a couple of miles to get to Stecoah Gap. So I think I can do it. So my first hill today, I'm a couple hundred feet higher than I was yesterday when I got down into the gap. This morning climbing out of the gap, there's probably 800 feet of elevation gain, and it was about a 10, 12, maybe 15 degree incline. It was, my calves are barking right now. But made it to the top, gave myself a celebratory Snickers bar, a little bit of water, and it should be the last or the only giant hill I've got. I think there's a couple ups and downs that I got hit today, but that should be the worst of it, hopefully. Nice little section of trail. It's kind of been that way here, and it seems like in North Carolina, where you have a horrible uphill, and you'll have a good stretch where it's not too bad of a trail. Although I think I'm going to be climbing again here shortly. Still, nice little break. Beautiful day. It's kind of cool. It's like probably mid to upper 50s today. Perfect backpacking weather. I'm still sweating, but all in all, nice day today so far. It's kind of neat on top of this. I don't know if you want to call it a mountain or whatever. So I'm standing on rock. You see it falls off to the side there. It falls off here. But looking out over here, I can see the Smokies way in the background there. I can also see, if you see that little ribbon right there, ribbon of dirt with water, it's a Fontana Lake, which means Fontana Dam is just probably just over that ridgeline. Hopefully I don't have to cross that today. Hopefully that's a tomorrow thing, because I'm done with mountains for today. So yesterday I was walking along and I come across this kind of a boulder field, or a little bit of scree, or whatever we're gonna call it. As I'm walking across it, My foot, I got my poles down, got them set in position, put my foot down, or, lifted my foot up, put it down, got my spotters, lifted my poles to go to the next spot. And just as I did that, where I was standing, it was a piece of moss. Apparently it was wet underneath, it just gave way. It was like I just stepped on ice. Both feet, both poles went straight up in the air, fell back. Kind of landed elbow, hip, knee, foot, kind of a top to bottom thing. Still got a nice bruise on my arm and a nice bruise on my hip, but nothing broke. A little bit of blood. Broke some fingernails, ripped them right off. Or ripped a part of them off, I should say. But I just wanted to, this is what I was walking across, or something like this. Let me turn it around for you. You can't really see it too well, but the trail actually does. It goes right up through there. You can see on that rock there's a white blaze. Then it goes up and then cuts across over here. So this is kind of what I was coming across. A little bit wetter than this, but this is what some of the trail looks like. I mean, you go from kind of a nice section of trail to nothing but rocks, and it's kind of hard to see where you're at. So before and after the rocks, it's like this. So, all right, I still got a few more miles before I get to where I got to be tonight. Okay, so I'm at the end of my day. 8.6 miles. 5.5 hours. It's actually not too bad a time. Probably might be able to make it the extra 5 miles to Fontana, but I'll leave something for me to do tomorrow. I want to give you a look at walking in the camp. You guys can kind of see what it looks like. You see the shelter over there. Privy. Looks like somebody's got a tent set up. There it is. So, as typical, got up this morning, ate breakfast, and began the day with a climb. Today's wasn't too bad, probably 600-700 feet. It wasn't the 1,000, 1,200, 1,500 foot that I've had past couple of days. But I get up here and look down, and this is where I'm headed. Let me flip this around. This is Fontana Dam. You can kind of see the shoreline, and the dam proper is right there. That's the actual dam. So in a day or two, let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, you can just see the white of the dam right down here. That's the shoreline just above it. But that's the lake, Fontana. Probably about 4 more miles to get down there, 4.5, something like that. That's where I'm going to be for the next day and a half. So I just got into Fontana. Just went down to the marina. I took a picture of it, a couple pictures actually. And I got my resupply for the Smokies. I hope this is going to be enough, because the general store here is closed today. I might be able to get to it tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to need much else. Let me flip this around. So, my resupply, I've got honey buns and oatmeal for breakfast and some Pop-Tarts. For lunch, I've got some tortillas and some peanut butter, and I've got honey packed already. I've got, of course, my payday bars, and got some Gatorade drinks in my meals, potatoes or mashed potatoes with gravy, and Tuscan style pasta Roma. Don't know how that's going to taste, but it sounded decent from what they had. Their pickings were pretty slim, so. And I got a soda, electrolyte drink for today, and a beer for today, because I'm rewarding myself for a good trip, good hike. I thought I got 2 Fampas. Did I only get 1? Huh. Oh well, I guess I only needed 1. A Fanta energy drink and a beer. That's my reward for getting the Fontana. And I hope that gets me through, it should be 3 days. Let me see, 2 dinners, 2 dinners, 2 breakfasts, and 3 lunches to get through the Smokies. Well, to get to Gatlinburg where Nancy's going to pick me up. So that should be it.